kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Runs through the tackle. Spins away. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Buys a little time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the right. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here first.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. They'll corral that. Another ball is knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get caught. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the 1st. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Brown. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st in the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Direct snap. Nice move to keep running. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Quarterback checking off. Johnson wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Welsh. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Aztecs are in the hurry up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And now Nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Dances away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its O's.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Welch. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, San Diego State.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the nice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They got it. Able to recover. And they get the offense right back out there. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, San Diego State.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, a great job timing it up and catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. You say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
Zings it complete to the right. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better atone here.
I mean, that is unbelievable. That no one catches that? Like the first coach, the second coach, maybe a player. Hey, it's not 4th down, and we punted the football. I got nothing.
The only dude who liked that play call was the punter.
Analytics replaced with idiotics.
On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now the pitch. Nice move to pick up yardage. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Second down coming up.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Gets away from one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get to it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm.
Off he goes! So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Beavers want to move quickly.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. Running toward the tape. The 20. The 10. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Beavers! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. Holds it in on the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent.
Fires toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice.
Going deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll take another shot here. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback, see it.
Ball is free. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Throws to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. When up top on second down, that leaves him needing a yard here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.